I'm Philip John Neimark, the founder of the IFA Foundation International, and I'd like to welcome you all to the latest iteration of the weekly ifascope. Now, I try to explain each and every week for those of you who have not been here that it is not a matter of my ascertaining what particular thing is going to happen to you, what particular is it going to impact your destiny, is it going to impact your life in some other manner, because that's the province, by the way, of the individual reading, where we can take what's going on in your life, hone in on it specifically, and reach those kinds of conclusions. But here, with the weekly ifascope, is something that is, very good. It works for people. It doesn't work as well as the individual reading, but it works a heck of a lot better than not having either. And that is, we dismiss all of those events that are going to happen to individuals because there's too many of them, and we concentrate on the modality of how do we deal with whatever information comes up this coming week. And that's very important. That's going to make the difference between being a Ray and EB and getting things, organized in the proper way. At any rate, this week, I want to take one more, pause and deal with the concept of, animals, or in this case, pets, being ill or dying or whatever. And I know there are lots of people that think that, those of us who don't have pets, should discard their suffering, or, their passing, or their growing older, or whatever, and just be big boys and big girls and go out, do our own thing. Well, that is our own thing, and rather than making us more macho by ignoring it, it makes us, I think, gives us more machismo by having that kind of empathy, by having that kind of feelings for our pets and for our animals. And whether it's for ours, or whether it's something we are still in the mode of sacrificing, or whatever, we must have an empathy. These are living creatures, and to slice their throats or do whatever in an unthinking manner gets us unthinking results. If we have to do it in a thinking manner gets us thinking results. And that's a great deal, more effective. And then, of course, for those who have evolved, you don't need to utilize the tools, which are, of course, the animals we use most of the time, and you don't have to worry about it. You can use other methods to achieve the same things. But either way, you're covered, and either way, it's a matter of having empathy, having compassion, having a feeling for those lives that you may or may not take. And in so doing, we develop an empathy, a greater empathy towards our planet, towards our associations, towards the people we deal with, and we're just a better human being for caring about the cat or the dog or whatever it is that manifests into our life. This week, the reading is Osa Okanran. That's a totally feminine kind of reading, and it carries with it a number of options. It suggests that on the everyday side, we need to make some definitive changes. And change is something that we all, hesitate doing. It's something we all feel slightly uneasy doing. We always settle for the devil we do, for the devil we don't know. But in truth, Ifa will, direct us only to those kinds of changes that will be positive for us. That no matter how unknown they are or how, frightened we may be, will carry us to the new level and to the new area of our lives. And then there's Okanran. And Okanran for a male Babalao is about being more empathetic, about being more tasteful, as it were, by being, making sure those things that I was talking about earlier are all in place, that we care, that no matter what we do, we care about what we're doing. And that's the way we get results. And if it's a feminine Ian Ife or, Ifa priest, then it's a matter of not being afraid to express that empathy, of going straight ahead, of demanding that which you, have coming, and settling for nothing less. It's all about, this is very pertinent information, so please make a note of it, if you would. Unfortunately, this energy comes like this. All right, when it needs to go down to here. And that energy comes in Oyaku Irete. And Oyaku is how our ancestors, or our ancestral energy, or our primary ancestor, is impacting our lives. And Irete is about doing our everyday Ifa work. If we're initiated, it's about doing our everyday Ifa work. And if we are not, it's about allowing those winds of change to come and change us. All right? That's simple. But obviously not that simple this week, because we are, badly off path. And the way to take that from here to here, and to be on path once again, is to offer Oya oil. And oil for Oya will have the soothing, the gentle effects, all right, of allowing us to, one, bring our energy right to Oya. And it doesn't matter if you have Oya or not. You can take down whatever suffices for Oya, or just in your head think of Oya, or if you're lucky enough to have Oya, to bring that as well. Take the oil, sprinkle it over what suffices for Oya, and ask Oya to give you the wherewithal, the discipline, the character, the trust to go forward. If not, it's going to affect our destiny. It's our whole shot there. All right. So basically, you take Oya, you take a white tea candle or white candle in general, and you ask these things, these prayers for Oya. It's important. It's very important. And watch the difference that it makes. Until next week, for love and compassion, love and blessings.